What's going on, guys? Your boy TG, and today I'm gonna be I'm gonna be answering some questions that you guys sent to me on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. I did put out last week. I think it was last week, or maybe it was somewhere during this week before today. I don't know, but I did put out a video saying, short video saying, sending any hockey questions you want me to answer, and I'm going to be answering 10 hockey questions. Yeah, let's get started. So this was on TikTok. Nolan G83 says, "How did you get into hockey?" Well, I started watching hockey highlights, and then at some point during that time, I watched a full game on YouTube, and that's how I started liking it. So I just started watching some NHL highlights, some hockey highlights, NHL highlights, hockey highlights in general, and then I watched a NHL full game on YouTube, and that was between the Nashville Predators and the Los Angeles Kings. So that's how I got into hockey. Colin Walter says, "TG, what's your favorite team?" My favorite team, well, have on Predators stuff. That's because I support the Predators based on where I'm at, which is Tennessee. But my favorite team is actually the Blackhawks, and because I was born in Illinois, I'm from up north. I'm a Chicago guy, and plus I like watching Patrick. Plus, I like watching Patrick Kane. So he's one of my favorite players. He's one of the reasons why I kind of became a Blackhawks fan, because not only was I born in Illinois, but also I love watching Patrick Kane. So yeah. Another question from TikTok. Jake says, "What's your favorite celly?" Well, my favorite celly is the Austin Matthews celly. If you guys don't know, there was a game on October 7, 2018 between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Chicago Blackhawks. And even though it was an L for the Blackhawks, it was still a good game, because I think at some point before Austin Matthews started doing this celly, it was tied at 5, and in final minutes, Austin Matthews sniped one past Cam Ward to make it 6-5 Leafs. And then at the other end, and then a few seconds later, Patrick Kane ties it up and mocks Austin Matthews with this celly. So ever since then, that's became my favorite celly right there. So the Austin Matthews celly is my favorite celly. Another question from TikTok. Zane says, "Who is your favorite player?" I have a ton of favorite NHL players, to be honest. You guys do probably see the Connor McDavid poster behind me. Yes, Connor McDavid is one of my favorite players, but I got to go with my main favorite player is Patrick Kane. Like I said, I grew up watching him. I even mimicked some of his moves when I was while I'm playing hockey. Just mimic his style, his stick handling, his dangles, all that. So Patrick Kane is my main favorite player. Going to question number 5. Caden says, "Do you play any of the NHL video games?" Yes, I do. I do play NHL video games. My first one was actually NHL 18 with Connor McDavid on the cover. And then I started getting NHL 19, NHL 20, NHL 21, NHL 22, and possibly NHL 23. So, yes, I do play some of the NHL video games. Like I said, NHL 18 was my first one. I'm thinking about getting NHL 23. I might do a video on that once EA releases the trailer for that. So stay tuned for that. Question number 6, Hunter Orr asks, "What's your favorite hockey movie?" Well, I watched Mighty Ducks. I watched Miracle. I even watched this one that's probably not a popular hockey movie, but I saw this hockey movie on Tubi called Wild Bunch on Ice. Like I said, it's not a popular hockey movie, but between those three, I gotta go with Mighty Ducks because it's a funny movie. Miracle's good too. Some people will probably say they like Miracle better, which I don't blame them. But my personal favorite is Mighty Ducks because it's really funny. Um, Forming a hockey team, which is sort of what Miracle was about. But forming a Pee Wee hockey team and trying to get them better, trying to let them improve, and Gordon Bombay just helping out the team. Um, he before he was a coach of the Mighty Ducks. I think he used to. I think he was a lawyer, if I'm not mistaken. He was a lawyer before he coached the Mighty Ducks, and then I think and he got in trouble for drunk driving, and he had to do something else, which was coaching the Mighty Ducks. And they have a Mighty Ducks series. They even had, you guys don't know, the Mighty Ducks Game Changers show. That's on Disney Plus. Yeah. So overall, Mighty Ducks is my favorite hockey movie. Um, Bennett asks, this is another question from TikTok. Bennett asks, what's your favorite hockey tape? Well, to be honest, I don't tape my stick. This is my stick over here in the corner. As you can see, I don't tape my stick. So, but if I had to say favorite tape, I would say the Howie's hockey tape. It's probably a good tape to use. If you guys, or if any of you guys don't tape your stick but you want to, Howie's hockey tape is probably the best one. At least that's what I heard. So yeah, like I said, I don't tape my stick. Pell says, when did you start playing? Well, to be honest, guys, I didn't come from a hockey family. So I almost started playing a little bit late, just a little bit late, but I didn't play late. I started playing when I was like 10, 11 years old. Like I said, I didn't come from a hockey family, which you'll hear about that in my Hockey My Story video that's coming August the 20th. You'll hear me mention that in the video. So set your alarms for it. I think I have it coming at live at 4:15, I believe. So yeah, I have to go back and check. But I almost started playing late. Really, it's never too late to play hockey. But I started playing at the age of 10, 11 years old, and I liked it ever since I was 7, 8 years old. Number 9, Marcus Johnson says, who do you think is going to be the two teams in the Stanley Cup Final next year? Well, I do got the Rangers winning the Stanley Cup next year. You'll hear me make a prediction video about my predictions for this upcoming season, like who's going to win the Calder, who's going to win the Hart, who's going to win James Norris, who's going to win the Stanley Cup, who's going to win MVP. You'll hear my predictions for that sometime soon. I'll probably make a video of that in September, I believe. Somewhere in September, I'll make a video of that. Regular season doesn't start until October 7th. So I'll probably make a video in September. But I'll say the Rangers, and let's see. I don't know so much about the West Side. I'm not predicting that the Avs will win the Stanley Cup again, but might have a 50-50 chance of going back to the Stanley Cup Final. Well, actually, they could. They could have a 50-50 chance of going back to the Stanley Cup Final. So probably, what we didn't get this year, Avalanche Rangers. Or, let's see, probably, yeah, I really don't know for the East Side. Just have to see what happens for the East Side of that. Number 10, Berg Brothers asks, what team do you hate? Well, as a Blackhawks fan, even though I got on all Predators, but I told you guys, live in Tennessee, so I support the hometown hockey team, Nashville Predators. But as a Blackhawks fan, I gotta hate the St. Louis Blues. I mean, if you guys were either Blackhawks fans or Blues fans, you'll understand about that rivalry. I mean, those two teams hate each other. They don't like each other. We actually beat St. Louis in 2014 in the playoffs before we lost to LA in the Western Conference Finals that year. So we actually beat St. Louis, and then 2 years later they beat us in the playoffs. At least that's some playoff moments that I remember. I don't. They probably went against each other some other year, probably back in the 80s or 70s or whatever. But the ones that I remember was us taking out St. Louis in 2014, and 2 years later they took out us. So, yeah, and really wanted the Blackhawks to win that Game 7 that year, but St. Louis just took us out. Troy Brower with the game-winning goal that year. So, yeah. So we were the Stanley Cup champions that year, and we got taken out. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, that is all the questions I'm going to answer. I answered 10 questions. If you enjoyed this video, hit it with a like. Hit that big red subscribe button. I'm trying to build up this channel. And I'll see you guys next time.